Have you ever felt a slight ringing in your ears, heaviness at the back of your neck, or a strange sense of restlessness even while sitting still? For people over 60, these can be warning signs that blood pressure is creeping toward a dangerous level. Many live with a quiet, ongoing worry, fearing a sudden stroke or a heart-related emergency that could happen overnight. We're often told that high blood pressure is a silent killer and that the only way to control it is through lifelong medication and strict restrictions. That's not wrong, but it's not the whole picture either. Beyond medication, the body still has natural self-regulating mechanisms if we learn how to activate them properly. It's important to understand that blood pressure doesn't rise only because of age. It also increases due to chronic stress on the nervous system and the gradual stiffening of blood vessels over time. And sometimes, supportive solutions are much simpler than we think, already built within our own bodies, just waiting to be used the right way. Many people believe high blood pressure is caused only by aging or eating too much salt. But in reality, one major factor lies in the nervous system. When you feel anxious, stressed, or constantly overthinking, your body switches into alarm mode. At that moment, your blood vessels tighten in preparation for a defensive response. If this state continues for a long time, the vessels gradually lose their elasticity, and blood pressure can remain elevated even when you are simply sitting and resting. After the age of 60, arteries naturally become stiffer. However, the issue isn't just the physical structure of the blood vessels, it's also the constant nerve signals telling them to constrict. The more stressed you are, the greater the pressure placed on the heart. The heart must pump harder to push blood through vessels that are essentially being squeezed tight. That's why supporting stable blood pressure isn't only about medication or diet. It also requires helping the body step out of this hidden state of tension. When the nervous system truly relaxes, blood vessels finally have the chance to widen, allowing pressure to decrease in a natural and supportive way. Few people realize that the hands contain some of the highest concentrations of nerve endings in the entire body. The sensory receptors in the palms are directly connected to the brain, the control center for stress levels and heart rhythm. When you stimulate the hands correctly, the body doesn't just feel physical touch, it also receives a signal of safety. Once the nervous system feels reassured, blood vessels begin to relax instead of tighten. Circulation improves, and the heart no longer has to pump as forcefully. Some studies suggest that controlled stimulation of the hands may encourage the release of nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessel walls become more flexible and reduces resistance to blood flow. This isn't just a folk remedy, it's a natural physiological response that occurs when the body is activated in the right way. If you'd like to learn exactly how to do this in the next step, leave the number 1 in the comments below. Many people don't realize that blood pressure can rise even while you're sitting and resting. The reason lies in the autonomic nervous system. When your body senses anxiety, stress, or prolonged negative thinking, the brain sends signals that cause blood vessels to tighten. This is originally a natural protective reflex, but when it happens too often, it keeps the pressure inside the vessels consistently elevated. After the age of 60, blood vessel walls are already less elastic than before. If stress-related constriction is added on top of that, the heart has to work harder to push blood throughout the body. Over time, this creates a cycle. The more you worry, the higher your blood pressure rises, and the higher it rises, the more anxious you may feel. That's why long-term blood pressure stability requires more than just surface-level control. We need to help the nervous system switch off its constant alert mode, giving blood vessels a real chance to relax naturally. When you rub your palms together vigorously, the heat generated doesn't just warm the skin, it also activates a natural physiological response in the body. The heat receptors in your palms send signals to the brain, particularly to areas responsible for regulating body temperature and circulation. To restore balance, the body responds by widening peripheral blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily. As blood vessels expand, resistance inside them decreases, and the pressure against the vessel walls is reduced. This means the heart doesn't need to pump as forcefully. It's a natural mechanism, similar to opening a release valve in the circulatory system to ease internal pressure. Simply rub your palms together for about 60 seconds until they feel noticeably warm. Then gently place them over your chest or face while taking slow, steady breaths. Many people can clearly feel a wave of relaxation spreading throughout the body. In addition to warming your palms, you can also help your blood vessels exercise again with a very simple movement: squeezing a towel. Take a small hand towel and roll it so it fits comfortably in your palm. Apply about 30 to 40% of your strength. There's no need to squeeze too hard. Hold the squeeze for about 2 minutes, then slowly release. When you relax your grip, the body responds by increasing blood flow and releasing substances that help the vessel walls become more flexible. With consistent daily practice, your blood vessels can gradually regain some elasticity, and your heart won't have to work as hard. Just a few minutes while watching TV or resting in the evening can naturally support your cardiovascular health. If you'd like me to guide you step by step on how to do it correctly and safely, leave the number 1 in the comments below. After warming up and activating the blood vessels, the next step is to release tension in the shoulders and arms. Many people over 60 tend to hunch forward, with their shoulders rounded inward. This posture can narrow the pathway through which blood flows from the heart to the arms. Simply extend one arm straight out in front of you, with your palm facing outward as if making a stop gesture. With your other hand, gently pull the fingers back toward your body and hold the stretch for about 45 seconds. While holding the position, slowly turn your head to the opposite side and breathe calmly. This movement stretches the muscles and soft tissues surrounding the blood vessels, creating more space for blood to circulate smoothly. When the pathway is clearer, the heart experiences less strain, and feelings of chest heaviness may gradually ease. Just a few minutes each day can help you actively support your circulation. There's no need for intense workouts or drastic changes all at once. What matters most is consistency and paying attention to your body. When your blood vessels are relaxed, your heart feels less strain, and your mind becomes calmer as well. These simple movements are not a replacement for prescribed medication, but they can become healthy daily habits that help you manage your blood pressure more steadily over time. If you're ready to start today and would like me to guide you through more detailed exercises, leave the number 1 in the comments below.